office has that UFC flavor to it. We got John Dodson in the house, and he's going to be fighting for a title coming up at the United Center. Of course, to his left is Lawrence Gilligan, always here.
Yes.
And John, the magician, they call you. You know, like that's a fitting name too, because it's like you went poof with your career. I mean, you know, like your background, thinking about you sitting there working at Chuck E. Cheese, man. 2-time state champion wrestler from Moriarty High School, out of high school, working at Chuck E. Cheese, and somebody talks to you about Jackson's, and the rest is history. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like
From pizza to MMA champion, well, you know, to fighting for MMA championship.
Well, it's pizza and MMA. It's kind of the same thing. You know, you got to put all the right ingredients before you put it out there, and then it comes out something delicious, like myself.
There we go.
But the diet is not. I mean, if you throw Greg Jackson, I'm gonna be eating pizza the whole time. This is gonna be the pizza fight. He would just poo-poo that right away.
Actually, I think he'd probably laugh about it. He's like, John, you got on pizza today? Yes. I'm gonna have like, you know, like the thin crust, super thin. It's gonna be like that pita type of bread, and I don't know what else I'm gonna put some toppings on. Be like some light tomato sauce. Light tomato? Yeah, no cheese, because cheese will mess you up. Because, okay, just choose whatever substitute you want to put on there.
You know, in all seriousness, now you got the big fight coming up. What are some of your thoughts as you get ready for that?
The main thing I gotta go in there is focus, and it's really just stay focused and focus on my game plan. If I don't do that, then Demetrius Johnson will pick me apart and will walk away the winner. And if I stay on task and just beat him up the way I know I can, I've been doing in practice, and everybody that is at home and all my training partners believe that I can, it's gonna be an easy night for me.
What's the first thing that goes through your mind whenever you step into the cage, or whenever you get in there, and just the mindset of the entire fight?
Well, the first thing that happens when I hop into that cage is, wow, that's a lot of people looking. Like that's like literally the first thing goes through my mind. It's like, wow, that's a lot of people.
Do you get tunnel vision at all, or do you know? Because sometimes obviously it's supposed to be entertainment too.
Yeah.
They want it to be a good fight. You feel that pressure sometimes?
No, because actually when they actually dim the lights down, so you don't see anything else besides your opponent.
Yeah.
Like, as weird as it sounds, I don't hear anybody else. I don't see anything, and it's literally just me, him, and whatever ref is in that ring. And sometimes I don't even pay attention to where the ref's at.
Yeah.
So there's just me and my opponent just kind of squaring off and moving around, and I can do whatever I want. I can be as lazy as I want, or if I can go as hard as I want.
What does it mean for you to be on this card?
Oh man, actually to be on Fox is one of the most exciting things, because I get to fight on national TV where everybody can see me. It's not like where I have to go buy the pay-per-view, or they have to have cable to go watch it on Spike or Fuel. No, they can actually just sit at home, watch NFL, and then turn to my fight. So that's kind of the awesome thing right there.
Talk about your rise. I mean, you win UFC fighting championships, and even before you got in there, were you thinking this is going to happen this fast? I'm going to win the UFC fighting championships. I'm going to be headlining a card on Fox. This is pretty quick.
Yeah. This is way too quick. It's a lot faster than what I was hoping, because I wanted to fight a few more times before I got this title shot. But whatever. Like, I got to take it as it comes, and if this is what they want me to do, I'll go take this first title and then try to move on with whatever I want to do with my goal in the UFC.
Why do you think that is? I mean, do you think they see something in you where they say, like, hey, this guy's ready now?
No, I think they just think I'm too. I think they think I'm too cocky and arrogant. I need to get beat up.
You really think they think that?
No.
Oh, no. You messing with me.
No, like honestly, they do have the faith in me, so they're saying that this would be a great fight. Since Sean Shelby is a great matchmaker, he wants to make sure that me and Demetrius Johnson put on the show that we can and showcase the flyweight division. Like, everyone doesn't like the flyweights, and this is why me and Mighty Mouse are actually doing this, her headlining this fight. Right. They're putting it on Fox so that we can go ahead and bring more fans to our weight class. Everybody else is so prone to see the heavier weight classes, like from 170 and above, going with their George St. Pierre, Carlos Condit, to the Rashad Evans, to even Brock Lesnar, the big old heavyweights, or Cain Velasquez. But once you get to those heavier weight classes, or heavyweights, they only can go like around, if that, before
it's
they're
a lot of
gassed
weight.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So what should fans expect? Is it going to be the type of brawls? It kind of.
It's going to be a high-paced fight. It's going to be so fast that everyone's going to be sitting there wondering what's going on and why nobody's making a mistake. Like the key to victory for both of us is going to be who can make the least amount of mistakes. And I got to make sure I can punch him as many times as possible before he can actually think about his next move.
Yeah, because you're known for that. Your striking is just like, I mean, how do you get in that mindset? You know, because it's like, you know how this guy goes, man. He just gets in there and it's like,
Start going.
yeah.
I have no idea how I get in that mindset. It's just for me. I'm like, I look at the crowd. I'm like, hey, wave at everybody, and then bell rings. It's like, oh, I gotta go fight. Okay, fight. Greg always sits there and says, John, what are you thinking about? I don't know. Just punching people. Is that all you really need to think about? It's like, I don't know why I have to get mad. I'm gonna fight this man no matter what, whether it be for the world title or just for some food.
That's hilarious.
Well, how tactical is it? You know, because sometimes you find yourself in that brawl, you know, and it might not be the right game plan. It might not be what you want to do, but you know, sometimes it's just like that, right?
Yeah, it has to be just like that. Sometimes you can't always stick to the game plan. Mike Tyson said it best. Everyone has a game plan until they get hit. And if I get hit right, I'm gonna make sure I gotta change it up on the fly.
Sure.
What's the? I mean, to go from wrestling in high school and now you're actually standing there putting blows on people. Do you prefer that? I mean, if high school wrestling was like that, would it have been more fun?
Oh, definitely. Think about it. I could have been fighting everybody who was talking so much crap. You think you're big and bad? Yes. Come to my weight class. We'll fight.
You like that?
Yeah. If we had boxing or something for high school, that'd be cool for a high school sport. Granted, they'd have the New Mexico boxing or the USA boxing rules on it, where you have to wear the headgear, you don't have to wipe the gloves, but it'll still give us something to have get our frustration out. We're in a fighting state. Why not? That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Do you think there might be ever one day that MMA or something like that might be a high school sport? You never know. I don't know. Imagine that, though.
Crazy.
Imagine that.
You know what? They might not put MMA in a high school sport, but I can see jiu-jitsu.
Sure.
Because jiu-jitsu's already started to integrate itself into the Olympics. And a lot of people didn't really showcase that much.
Yeah.
But it was underneath. They had judo and then they had the jiu-jitsu, and now I want to see if they can put an MMA team onto it. And that'd be kind of something interesting to see.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy to see that. I mean, just because that sport, MMA is it's a tough sport. And, you know, like you think about football and things like that. And if you could have football is tough too. I mean, if you could have that, obviously you could probably have MMA. I know you're not wearing gear and stuff over you to cover you up, but they would probably do that in high school, I bet.
Yeah.
You'd have to do that. Something, I don't know.
No, that'd be awesome. I'm not even thinking about it. Shoot.
You can get it started, John. Come on, the revolution, the magician.
I mean, if I could, I would. I'll be sitting there trying to get all the petitions and make sure I can get the science on it right, so we can make sure everybody have the proper gear and proper equipment. Because
that's what it'll come down to. I think.
Because it's still not legal for anyone under the age of under the age of 18 for anyone to fight. So we have to figure out a way to go around it. Just making sure that it had a little bit more rules and a little bit more ground protection for the younger individuals.
Do you, as far as being a part of Jackson's, do you guys feel extra pressure? Like, man, you know, we're out of this team. We got to bring it. We got to represent, because you guys don't. I mean, those fights, even on the MMA series cards, these guys don't lose. I mean, you guys you guys are always taking care of it. I know Cowboy is on this card with you, along with Clay Guida, and you guys being teammates there. Do you feel the pressure, and does it help to have those guys there?
You know, I don't feel the pressure that I have to go out there and go perform, because I know that I can. But it does help me to have Clay and Cowboy there, because having Cowboy there, man, for some odd reason, he'll always get me amped, because he'll always sit there and just talk crap to you. He'll just be like, man, go out there and go, don't you dare lose. If you lose, I'm going to whoop you up. And I'm like, all right, got you. Duly noted. Got it.
So he's the inspiration there when you guys are on the road together.
Well, yeah, because I don't want to lose, because I'm gonna get beat up later. I mean, you've seen how tall Cowboy is, and you see how short I am. I mean, I'm not no giant or anything, but
let people know how with your numbers, your height and your weight, in case they don't know, because it is.
Well, I fight at 125. Doesn't mean that I walk around that weight. So ladies, don't confuse it. Not one bit. And I'm 5'3". My height's 5'3". I'm 125 pounds. Was what I fight at. walking around like 155. Do like food.
Did you ever, you know, being that size, did you ever think that you'd have the future, you know, the successful future that's shaping up right now for you?
For my height or for the sport?
Well, just for the sport, because you know, like you said, you talked about earlier, you know, Brock Lesnar, all the big brawlers. A lot of people like to see the big brawlers.
Yeah, I would have gone to 155 to fight.
Mhm.
To tell you the truth, if I didn't have any chance to fight at 125, I would have gone up in weight. There would have been no problem with that.
So what's your comfort zone in weight? Does weight even factor in anything at all?
No, for me, in fact, it doesn't really factor anything. It just gives me a place to know where I have to be at. Like, it's just one of those goals that they were like, hey, you have to be this weight. Okay.
Sure.
I don't care what weight class I have to fight at. I fight at from 125 to 155 as it is. So,
Yeah.
for me, it's not something that's uncommon. It's very comfortable for me to do it. I just want to go out there and just do what I like to do. Is just go out there and swing.
It's not more pizza for you. You get it to 155.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Then I get to be on the Chuck E. Cheese diet.
Well, I know you got things to do, but before we get out of here, let people know why they should tune into this fight and what is it going to be like?
You guys need to watch this fight for one reason. One, because you're going to see a Moriarty kid come out from the country, becoming to a world champion on a national stage. It's going to be the most exciting fight in the world. That's going to be fast, the fastest fight. It's going to be fast, electrifying, and it's going to have me on it. Come out with the belt. What else do you need?
There's a
I'm going to be
man.
swinging, knocking everybody out, trying to go for fight of the night, and try to get knocked out of the night. I'm trying to double bonus that night.
There's a man who doesn't lack in confidence. John Dodson. He's fighting for a UFC championship. He's coming up on the 26th of this month. Lawrence Gilligan, John Dodson. I'm Van Tate. Robert Pugsley behind the camera. We'll see you next time.